Australia is a country of unfathomable size, variety, beauty, complexity, and sheer unadulterated bizarreness. You could spend an entire lifetime exploring the incredible lands of Australia, and you still wouldn't even scratch the surface of how much wonder there is to uncover. Now, it is due to the unbelievable size of Australia that there is only one true way to explore the country and make the most of your trip, and that is by campervan. Yep, that's our camper van. That is our little baby Roxy. Now unfortunately we're not actually with Roxy right now, as due to the 2020 pandemic we had to head home to the UK, where we currently are situated, working in the small island of Guernsey. In today's video I'm going to be talking about the top van life essentials that we could not have lived without on our Australian road trip. Now these items go from the luxurious items that made our stay more comfortable to some items that genuinely saved our lives as we were touring the remote outback of Australia. If you are planning your own van life adventure across Australia, which I highly recommend that you do, make sure that you do not leave on your trip without all of these essential van life items. Kicking off the list, we're going to start off with one of the most essential items if you're heading into the Australian outback, and that is fly protection. Now in Australia it's no secret that every single creature you meet wants to kill you. However, there is one creature in the Australian outback that doesn't want to kill you exactly, and that is the Australian bushfly. Now, the Australian bushfly is actually such an irritating creature that it will make you want to kill yourself if you do not have the adequate protection against it. Alright guys, so we did find a nice camp spot, beautifully looking over the sea, all to ourselves just off the side of the road, but as you can probably see I'm covered in flies right now and the sun's already set. I don't see it getting any better. I think we're going to need to give up and go back into Streaky Bay where there was hardly any flies. Anybody who's done their own Australian road trip will be able to testament to the fact of how annoying these flies are. Item number 2 on our list is water and jerry cans. Now Australia, as I said before, is an absolutely huge country. There are certain times when we were driving through South Australia where we didn't see another person for a good 5 or 6 hours. No towns, cities, fuel stops, water stops, or even just civilization of any kind. Imagine being stuck in the middle of the outback without fuel or water or food. It's a situation where you wouldn't last long. In terms of fuel, we carried around a 20-litre jerry can on our roof, and I would recommend that you carry at least this amount as well. For water, we carried around 30 litres in jerry cans, and that was to do us for both drinking water and also to wash ourselves with. I would recommend carrying at least 20 litres of drinking water, as this will do you about 4 or 5 days in the Australian outback. So we found a water point just outside of Streaky Bay. Like, apparently there's no water points at all anywhere near around here, and this is the only one, so we had to pay $1 for 25 litres. And the water tastes crap. So
does it?
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, is it cold?
Yeah, it's cold. So I guess that's it. It's the only cold water I've had all day.
Well, that's good. Item
number 3 is quite an obvious item for any road trip, and that is a set of jump leads. Now, if you're driving an old camper van like our dear Roxy the Highest, you're going to probably leave your headlights on at some point, in which case you'll need to get jump started by a kind stranger. Luckily, we'd bought our own jump leads, and we happened to break down in the middle of a town centre. So we were able to get a jump start from a kind local, and there wasn't too much drama. If you're going to be driving through the middle of nowhere, I would recommend investing in a self-jumper kit, which usually comes in the form of a battery pack that you plug into your car battery, and that can give you enough juice to get your van going again. Item number 4 is another van life necessity that will save you hundreds of pounds throughout your Australian road trip. It is a set of simple barber clippers that will mean that you can cut your own hair without needing to drive hundreds of kilometres to our nearest barber shop. So there's another side to cheap van life that I don't think you've seen before from us. It's how we keep looking gorgeous. It's how I keep this luscious mane looking good, and it's a little self haircut. Now, I'm no professional barber, but we've been cutting my own hair for the past couple of months. It's been working out alright, hasn't it, Jim? Yeah. It's not too bad.
Not too bad. You said that some of your best haircuts have been from that.
Exactly. I usually shave the sides, Jim trims the top, and we're going to show you a little bit about how we do it today, because this is just getting out of control now.
Too much for the hot weather.
The next item is something that we used every single day when we were living in our small camper van. Now, Roxy's a low roof Toyota Hiace, which means that we couldn't install an internal shower. Instead, what we invested in was a $10 battery-powered 12-volt shower, which ended up saving us hundreds of dollars, as it meant we didn't need to pay for accommodation while we were doing messy farm work. The 12-volt shower we could charge off of our leisure battery, and what we tended to do was boil a pan of water, pour it into a bucket, and then top that bucket up with cold water. This warm shower lasted us through the coldest of the South Australian winters, and is a van life necessity that we would not leave without on any Australian road trip. Item number 6 on the list might seem a bit peculiar if you've never actually been to Australia yourself, and that's a warm set of clothes. It is quite an underrated fact of how cold the Australian winters can actually be, especially along the South Australian coast. When the winds change and they blow from the south, there is nothing between Antarctica and the southern coast of Australia. This results in bone-numbing wind chills, and it was not uncommon for us to wake up in the morning with ice on the front of our camper van. If you're going to be living the van life in Australia, make sure you're prepared with warm clothes and probably a good few blankets to sleep under like we did. The next item is under the same theme as before, and that is a wetsuit. If you want to make the most of the beautiful Australian beaches and you want to go swimming in the crystal clear waters, a wetsuit is definitely going to be highly recommended. The water temperature along the southern coast of Australia varies between 15 and 25 degrees, but of course on the warmer Australian summer days, the temperature will creep up a little bit more. If you want to get into the water and make the most of these beautiful Australian beaches, then definitely bring a wetsuit with you on your van life adventure.
So, trying out our snazzy little new GoPro, but I think a minute was long enough.
Yeah, comparison how wet I am to how wet Jim is.
I didn't put my head under.
You didn't put it under.
I didn't do that.
Item number 7 is another classic road trip essential, and that is a spare tyre for your camper van. It may seem like an obvious road trip essential, however if you're buying an old camper van like we did, it is essential that you make sure to check the thread of the spare tyre before you make the purchase. This was a mistake that we made, and we only discovered how bald the tyre was when our back tyre blew out on our way back up the Fleur Peninsula. So we're just driving along the road, and massive explosion from the back left tyre. It's completely blown out. I don't know if we hit something. There's better places to be stranded than literally in the middle of nowhere. There's not cars gone past. Luckily we've got roadside cover and we've got phone signal, so we're going to give them a bell. Luckily, the spare tyre was good enough to get us to the nearby town where we could buy 4 brand new tyres. However, if you're in the middle of the outback, you might not be so lucky. Item number 8 is not a life-saving item by any means, however it will make your beach stays in Australia a lot more comfortable. On another cheap as chips shopping spree, we invested in a cheap pair of water shoes, which we then used to get in and around the South Australian rock pools. Water shoes are a fantastic way of ensuring that you can jump in and out of rock pools all day long without worrying about cutting your feet. Item number 10 on the list isn't going to save your life either, however it will give you memories that are going to last a lifetime. As I said, during this lockdown we've spent a lot of time looking through our old footage of the campervan road trip we did on South Australia last year, and it is something that if you're going to Australia I highly recommend you bring with you as well, and that is a good camera. Now I'm going to include a link down below to all of the camera equipment that we used in this video, and that includes things from the professional camera I'm using right now, the Sony A7, to a good old-fashioned GoPro, which is one of the most popular backpacker cameras that you can take. It is a versatile camera that will cover all different kinds of vlogging, action shots, or just simple pictures that you want to take. And I highly recommend that you pick up your own for your Australian road trip. It was the first camera that I ever bought 5 years ago before we first went to Australia. And the memories that I took during that trip are still with me, still on my hard drive, and they still make me so happy to watch them. Our last item on the list is of course a little cliche, however I cannot finish this list off without a little cliche here and there, and that is a sense of adventure. You may be asking yourself, is van life for me? Can I deal with the small enclosures? Will I be able to live by the beach every single day? Will I be able to deal with the minimalistic life that living in a van will bring? And the simple answer to that is yes. Since you've made it so far in this video, you're clearly invested in living in a van already, and I can tell you that it is going to be the best decision that you'll ever make. During the 6 months last year that we spent living in Roxy, we learned more about what it truly means to be alive than any of the previous 25 years of our life. We learned how to live with minimalism, we learned how to appreciate every single day and make the most of the opportunities that they bring, and we got to experience a side of Australia that is rarely ever seen. If anyone was to ask me to recommend one thing that you should do with your life, it is buy a camper van and live in it for a year. So that is our complete list of van life essentials that we couldn't have lived without during our Australian road trip last year. If you want to see more van life content, guys, hit the subscribe button down below, as we have lots more South Australian road trip action coming. And if you have any van life essentials of your own, drop us a comment below, let us know what they are. And of course, give this video a big thumbs up. Every interaction with this video helps us with the YouTube algorithm. It helps us spread word of van life across YouTube to the entire community. We've loved having you along for the ride, and we've loved sharing these memories and these tips with you guys. And I cannot wait to see you guys again in the next one.